All right, good evening, everybody. David E. Taylor, you are a piece of shit. And Michelle, I've been waiting to say this a long time. You're a lying sack of shit too, okay? Let's get to this, everybody. This was some golden information. Fucked up, Michelle. So let's go ahead and get right down to it. A lot of bank statements were mentioned in this deposition. Some were closed. And here's one thing that I want to get out to. The mention that you guys are doing business with one of the shittiest banks on the market, Bank of America. You know, you have all these bank accounts. One's labeled as a travel account. Then the other ones, there's nothing labeled to them, which it makes sense, you know. Overall, Michelle, you're a fucking liar. You know exactly what's going on here. And your body language screams you are just fucking uncomfortable in that chair. You do not want to be there. If anybody noticed, the whole hiding of her eye behind her fucking head, her hair, that's a dead giveaway, Michelle. Body language, and times you were kind of sucked up into yourself like this too. Your body language is a dead giveaway. You were very, very uncomfortable there answering some of those questions. You even asked if some of the questions were necessary about who lived at some of the residents. The thing is, you're the one being asked questions. You don't ask questions in a deposition. It doesn't work like that. This whole thing it screams fucking scam. It really does. All this stuff that you guys are talking about in here, it's just, you know, deposits to banks, 5,000 times 2, 10 grand, you know. Then there's 3 deposits on October 6th, 8 grand, 7 grand, 7 grand, you know? And then you guys say you don't have fucking bank statements? You guys are lying sack of shit, man. And for you to sit there and say you don't know anything about the fucking bank statements, Michelle, you're just as complicit. I don't see how you even walked to your fucking car, man. Before I go on any further, I finally got the okay to release the information about the purchase on the new house. Okay, check this out, guys. Okay, so that new house, it was purchased cash, $1.4 million cash. Okay, I don't know who the fuck has that kind of money sitting around nowadays. If you do, let me know. I'm curious. Apparently they do. Okay, because this house was paid cash. I told you, David, I got information from the inside, dude. You're fucking full of shit, dude. And I'm about to drop the bomb on you too. Okay, so it's paid cash. Now check this out, guys. What I found out was that there were two earnest checks bounced for the down payment on the house, because when you're doing a big purchase project like this, there's, you know, 1.4 million. You better come with some fucking money down, no doubt. Okay, so the 2 earnest checks bounced. Okay, what happened after that was they ultimately wanted the seller to finance this deal. They wanted to fucking try and pull another Harold Lewis deal, right? Okay, and here's the thing: David's name is not on this house. It's Michelle and Joseph's, because Michelle and Joseph are claiming to be brother and sister on this loan application. Okay, or all the paperwork. All right, so that there was a big lie there. The fact that Michelle and Joseph saying they're brother and sister, you know, you guys are fucking weird anyway. So. Cash purchase, check this out. Okay, because of the bounced checks, there was a $50,000 aggravation fee added to the charges because of the bullshit they were pulling. You guys weren't meeting deadlines. You bounced the checks. So all the shit you put the seller through, you guys got hit with a $50,000 fee on top of your $1.4 million cash purchase. Why is this information good? Because what this tells me is they could not or would not, either they couldn't, they probably couldn't pull a loan. There's no fucking way you guys could go to a bank and get a loan. No doubt. I mean, you guys walked into a bank to try and get a loan. They're going to want to see all your fucking books, man. Where's the money going? And there's no way you guys could do that. So where the fuck did this 1.4 million in cash come from? This is where he's been flying under the radar. And again, Joseph and Michelle are on the paperwork. And here's again where you will not find any paperwork with David's signature on it, because he's got right now, because of the legal battle, and he's also going to try and distance himself as far away from any crimes that he's committed as he possibly can right now. Okay, so in that you won't see David's signature on anything. So that Hager Lane house purchased cash, 1.45 million. So $1,450,000 plus give or take, you know. So probably right around, you know, I don't know what the whole purchase price was on it, but just purchase cash, okay, guys? Back to you, Michelle. And what was really good was Colleen called out the fact that David kept deferring over to you, and you just sat there like you didn't know shit. You're a fucking lying sack of shit, Michelle. The fact this is great, and the fact that, you know, the information I got from the inside of your cult, the fact that you guys can't get a bank account, you guys can't get a bank loan, so you had to pay cash. Like those things kind of tell me a lot, guys. You know, a couple timestamps I also wanted to notice in the deposition at 9:39 a.m. the body language. Michelle, your body language is a dead giveaway. You don't like being on camera. The hiding behind the eye is the biggest one. That's when you know Michelle's lying for sure. And when you open your mouth, Michelle, that's how we know you're lying, is when you just talk, okay? Also, in this deposition, she was saying, oh, well, people can call and, you know, get our bank account and send us money. And then Colleen says, oh, well, people can call and get your bank account. So what I recommend everybody do is call and see if you can get their bank account number. So I'm just, you know, because apparently, Michelle, people can call and get your bank account number, and they can deposit money. So I urge everybody to do that. So see if you can get their bank account number. Apparently you can. Closed canceled accounts. And you were paid from April 2013 to 2015. I don't know how much you were fucking paid. You're a leech, Michelle. This is what I think. And here's, okay, so from 2013 to 2015, Michelle was a paid volunteer, or paid whatever. I'm trying to think if this was around the time that Vicky came into the picture and David stopped paying Michelle, you know, to be his concubine, you know, because I'm sure David probably has to pay women to sleep with him because you're just so fucking hideous, David. I wouldn't put it past you either, Michelle, that, you know, there was some kind of cash transaction for you to get in bed with him. Just my opinion. Given the circumstances and what I've heard, you know, from across just multiple, you know, stories, interviews, all kinds of shit, Michelle, I wouldn't put it past it for 1 second that he actually had to pay you to get in bed with him. And again, all the same time when Vicky Yohe was there, it seems like 2013 to 2015, okay, you were paid. And then, again, right around that time, it seems like that Vicky was there. So he stopped paying you because Vicky became one of his new concubines, okay? And the counter credit, you guys make up some fucking terms, man. That's what's really funny about this. Is like you call it a counter credit. It's like it's just a fucking deposit, Michelle. You go to the bank and make a deposit. It's not called a counter credit. What's the difference between a deposit and a counter credit? And the fact that you were saying that you didn't have access to the bank accounts, Michelle, you're so fucking full of shit. So full of shit, Michelle. You know exactly what's going on here. You're complicit in the whole fucking crime. And again, here's what's really cool. You're in a good position, Michelle, to either take the mansion or either get really fucked over in this, because once they find out about this little deal that's going on, and I'm talking the right people, the judicial system, they find out about this little fucking shady deal that's going on right here, they're gonna want to know some fucking answers. The fact that you paid this house deal in cash, Michelle, tells me a lot. Tells me a lot. And just sitting there watching this, what do you actually know, Michelle? What do you know? Do you know how to put your fucking shoes on in the morning? I mean, because you're sitting there, you say, you don't know, and there's some shit. You just kind of ask Ashley. This is just like one big fucking circle jerk. They're going to keep pointing the fingers at everybody. You guys are all complicit. Ashley's complicit, La Marcia, Bashira, Michelle. You guys are all complicit in this big fucking... It's a big money laundering scam. It really is. David will probably end up filing for bankruptcy after this, okay? This is just what I'm... Because that's what he did with his Resurrection Media Ministries. When some shit like this went down, he filed for bankruptcy. And it sounds like he's might get ready to file bankruptcy with JMMI. right? Because that's who they're after right now. Michelle now has the KOGGC. KOGGC is now in your name, Michelle. I found that out. So that house is now in your name, which is now in the church's name, which your KOGGC is now a scam because we've uncovered that too. Don't put anything out on your channels because we're gonna blow your channel down. Haven't you noticed that? That's why all these channels that have come out that are exposing you, you guys have been knocked down to the bottom of the YouTube algorithm, which is awesome. There's nothing you could do about it. GMMI Cult Watch, their channel is just fucking destroying you. You got Apostle Comedies, Apostle Presidential Center St. Louis. You got Apostle David E. Taylor Comedy Channel. There's mine. You know, there's several other channels out there that are exposing you, David. And more people are starting to come forward. Why isn't Ashley questioned in this? Why wasn't Ashley brought to the table? That's the thing. Why can't they sit all these people down in the same room at the same time? Okay, if you're gonna catch them all in the lie, that would make sense, right? But no, it's the way our judicial system works. It doesn't work like that. The first thing they do in a crime is split people up, so they can't collaborate and make up a lie. Which is, they do that in the military too. When you take prisoners, you split them up. You split them up right away. That's the first thing you do. Split them up. But in this case, I think it would be beneficial. This is just me. I'm not a lawyer, but my opinion. Why not put them all in the same fucking room and question them all at the same time? And you guys definitely don't want to supply your bank documents. That's the whole thing in this. That's what the court is after in this, is the bank documents. Your bank documents from JMMI. And again, I urge everybody to go to the IRS, print out the tax fraud report form. All you got to do is go to irs.gov, go search for tax fraud, money laundering, whatever, and it'll pull up a form that you have to print it. You have to fill it out by hand. All David's information is on the internet. It's all there. It's all there. Fill out the form, send it in. The IRS can't ignore us forever. Or as David would say it, the RIS. You know how he says it in the deposition, the RIS. So why isn't Ashley questioned in this? That's my question now. So guess what, Ashley Ware? I'm gonna pick apart your fucking life now too. Guess what? I will too. And then, Michelle, being the executive officer, oversees the business aspect of the ministry and fat fucks finances. But how do you not know anything? But you oversee everything, but you don't know shit about it. Well, Michelle, you're a lying sack of shit. Your lies fucking stink like a bag of fucking smelly assholes. They really do. Oh, and the fact that Bashir and Angel are sisters, like, look how David keeps everybody in the family. It's like he does. He's got Debbie and Katie there, He's got family members there. He's got Rebecca and her kids are there. Who else is there that's like family? You got the Klein sisters. I mean, it's more productive for David to, like, I don't know, man. So I'll try and see if I can break down the chain of command of the cult. So you got David, Michelle, and Joseph. Those are going to be your three main, okay? David, Michelle, and Joseph. Then you got Tony and Steve. It sounds like Tony and Steve have been holding down the JMMI cult building lately, but I could be wrong. They've been doing reruns. All the shit that they've been putting up is reruns lately. I don't feel like I should talk about them, though, because this is about you, Michelle. So let me get back to you, because you're just a lying sack of shit. Okay, in the 5209 Trail Oaks Drive, I found that on a background check, actually. So that address, that's one of their fucking culty fucking addresses. I don't know. And Ashley being the bookkeeper. Michelle is always deferring to Ashley now. I mean, you guys are all just fucking lying. And the amount of money that's going through here is just ridiculous. It's a river of dirty money. It really is, Michelle. And again, you know exactly everything that's going on. So, you guys have any questions, comments, concerns? You know, I know we've all been waiting for this for a long time. I'm sorry the video's so short, but we only had an hour to work with, you know, this time. So I'm curious to see what the next part's gonna bring. How much more fucking lying you're gonna do, Michelle. And the cool thing was the fact that the lawyers were giving the attorney a hard time about the deposition being videotaped, but Rick Fraser paid for that like he did for David's. And I think it was like an extra $5,000 per deposition. So the money was paid. And it's I mean, for David, I mean, for Rick to, what Rick did with David's deposition, it was a good thing. Like, he had that not been posted, we wouldn't know shit about David, you know. But uncovering some of Rick's shit, like, he's a scam artist too, you know. So it's really, this whole case is just a river of fucking money. It's so much money, and whoever has the most wins. And it sounds like right now Harold Lewis is going to win because David, I think, is ultimately going to file bankruptcy with his, you know, with the JMMI. What I found out too is he doesn't have to pay his taxes on the old house, okay? Because the old house that they're not staying at anymore. Remember, they left the Wild Horse Metals. They're not staying there anymore. He cannot pay taxes for 3 years. If you don't pay taxes in 3 years, that 4th year it gets auctioned off by the sheriff. But you owe so much back taxes. You're not going to pay the taxes on that house. You just bought this house cash, man. Why the fuck are you going to go back and pay back taxes on a house? You know? But, you know, cars coming and going all times of the night. It's, you know, there's shady shit going on there already, dude. Shady fucking shit. And it's 11-acre mansion, guys. If anybody's gone online and looked at it, it's a fucking beast of a mansion. And the thing is David's probably all sitting back and laughing at us like, ha ha ha, look what I did. But you know what, David? Dude, I can sleep at night because I know I'm not a piece of shit like you. Michelle, you're apparently the supervisor, but you're a stupid visor. That's what you do, you stupid vise. Because apparently you don't know shit about this fucking ministry, but yet David swears up and down you know everything about his finances, his taxes, his bank accounting, everything. David might maybe mentioned Ashley a few times in the deposition, but that was it. But the reason why, ask Michelle. David, you did it to yourself, man. Michelle, you did it to yourself. This deposition is going to get posted, and it's going to go viral now. We're going to make sure that it does, because the world's been waiting for this. I would recommend that everybody go back and post this video, post a link on David's deposition now too. That way everybody that comes across it, you know, can start going straight over to Colt Watch's channel and getting those hits on their channel. So, you know, I think that'd be kind of cool. Go ahead and post that, and just let's watch this go viral, guys. Let's make it happen. I'm ready for this to happen, you know. And Michelle, you destroyed your own reputation, okay? Just remember that. You did it to yourself, just like David. You're in it. You're complicit. You know exactly what the fuck is going on. So, questions, comments, concerns, you guys leave them below. This is fucking badass. I took notes on it. So, again, body language. It seems to me body language screams fucking just. She is very uncomfortable there in that room with that lady, no doubt. So, Michelle, you look like shit sitting there too. You could have put yourself together a little bit better too. It looks like you tried, but you know, you probably could have put yourself together a little bit better. And what was actually kind of cool is you weren't so gaslighting the lawyer as David was, you know, which was, I kind of give you kudos on that, but you're still a lying sack of shit. So, questions, comments, concerns, you guys leave them below. Happy Friday. Colt Watch, thank you for this fucking magnanimous gem. I'm going to go ahead and pick it apart some more, and I'm going to fucking pick apart every little thing that you said, Michelle, and I'm going to expose your life too. All right, I found out some information already too. Like, you had worked at Weatherford before. You know, you had a good job, Michelle. You had a nice job, 6-figure salary. You know, now at one point, you know, it's like, I don't know why you gave up a perfect life almost to be with this piece of shit. You know, I mean, I see you're driving a nice ass BMW, you know, but you know, he's probably making you pay for that too. I won't get into that. We'll let the deposition speak for itself. You know, Michelle, I hope the women of social media judge you. The women are gonna be fucking ruthless in this, man. And I can't wait to. I'm gonna sit back and watch it happen. I'm gonna laugh at all the comments, Michelle. So, sorry if I rant a little bit, guys, but this was, I don't know. I ate an edible a little bit ago too. So, anyways, guys, questions, comments, concerns, leave them below. You know, everybody, thanks for joining the Zoom meeting tonight. Had a great time. I'm thinking once the other parts of the deposition come out, maybe we can do it again too. So, any questions, comments, concerns, you guys go ahead and leave them below, man. This is great. Thank you for all the subscribers. If you guys like what we're doing here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. I don't plan on stopping with David. This is just number one. I plan on going after somebody bigger next, and see how it goes. So you guys, thank you again. Have a nice Friday. Y'all be safe. Good weekend. And David Taylor and Michelle Brannon, you guys are just lion sacks of shit. Again, you guys, when you guys both lay down, you're in your natural state, just being piles of shit. Okay, you guys, full frontal out.